Okay, welcome back to the channel. This video is only going to be a quick video really. Obviously 2022 is gone, now in 2023, so Happy New Year to everybody who celebrates it, and obviously Happy Christmas again to those of you who celebrate Christmas, of course. Not everyone does. I hope everyone had a good break, etc. Certainly, you know, and I've managed to have a couple of weeks off, so it's been quite nice to not to have to go to work. So yeah, so anyway, let's get on with this video. So I just wanted to chat really about what my goals were for 2023, and for, you know, I will put some pictures up of a trip we did to Centre Parks here in the UK just before Christmas, and I took some photos using the Mamiya C3 and some rolls of Portra 400. So I'll put them up as the video's going along so you can see them. I didn't do a video there, it was a family trip, so I like to try to separate the two, family trip from obviously doing this. So yeah, so without further ado, I just wanted to go through a few sort of goals for this year really, and what I'm looking to hopefully achieve, and yeah, just go through it really. So the first thing, and I'm really aware of it, nobody sort of said anything to me, but I am aware of the fact that I would like to keep my videos to about 15 minutes, something like that, less if possible, just because sometimes they get too much. But for those of you who don't do sort of YouTube videos or make your own videos for personal reasons or uses, I should say, you'll find that you take so much B-roll, and then you take so much footage where you're out actually on location doing a video for YouTube, or like I say, for personal use, and it's really difficult to have to clip, and you've got to be quite brutal when you clip your videos down. So trying to get them down under the 15-minute mark can be quite difficult when you've, you know, especially when you've gone out on like an amazing morning or an amazing sunset and you're just having a great day out and you've got so much good footage and everything. What to leave out is sometimes one of the most difficult things to do. So that is definitely goal number one, is to try and keep the videos to under 15 minutes. So hopefully, you know, they just don't go on forever. The second thing is that at the moment my workflow is that I use my iPhone 13 Pro for my video, and I also use it as my light meter. I edit on it, and I've just got to that point where I've sort of not outgrown the system, because the iPhone 13 Pro, as well as a lot of other phones out there, they take amazing photos and they also take amazing video, 4K video without a problem at all. You can plug external mics into them, brilliant bits of kit, absolutely brilliant. But when you're using it as a light meter, because I use a free light meter app on there, you use them for then your video. You're obviously using it for a phone call. I use it for navigation also. I've got a navigation app on there. I use it for the weather. So the iPhone ends up just becoming this all encompassing thing really. Then what I'm finding is I'm filling up my my space on the phone's internal memory, and I'm just struggling to use it all. I've sort of outgrown it. So what I'm looking for is a hybrid digital camera that will shoot, take amazing photos, but also has got good stabilization, so I can do video, because I like to do a lot of handheld walking videos. I've got a gimbal at the moment for my iPhone. It's a DJI one. And again, it's an amazing bit of kit, and it's done me well up to now, but I'm just finding that the more videos you make, like I say, I'm just running out of space. It also will mean that I need to change my entire workflow, because at the moment I do the video on my phone, and I then edit it on my phone using Adobe Rush, and then I'll post it using my phone. So it's going to be a complete change of sort of workflow for me. So I'm going to have to, like I say, choose the camera right well, and then also look to what I'm going to use, Adobe Premiere Pro or another software out there. So not quite sure on that, but I'm going to have to change that at some point. So at the moment I'm looking at the Panasonic S5 II, and then also the Fuji, I think it's called the SH2. So one of those two, because I'm keen to keep the my setup sort of as light as possible, but also be able to take good photos. Because believe it or not, I do actually now and again like going out and taking some digital images just with a digital camera, and just going out, not having to worry about sort of how many shots I've taken, have I messed it up and all that sort of just going out and shooting. I quite like that. So yeah, so I'm looking for a camera that will be a good hybrid really in between them. So the other thing is I've got some gear that I sort of are on my list of things that I would like to get to add to my collection. So one of them is a new lens for my 4x5. I'm after the 180mm lens, because what I find is there's just a bit of a big gap between my 90mm lens and my 135mm lens, and then the 250mm lens. So just that between the 135 and 250 is quite a big gap. So I'd like to fill that with a 180mm lens if I can, and also it gives me more options lenses wise when I'm using this 6x17 back. Because you're restricted by what lenses you can use. So I think on the far end you get away with about 250, and at sort of the wider end 135 is sometimes it won't focus, sometimes it will do. It's a bit hit and miss, that lens. So 150 is probably your absolute sort of widest you can go with lenses with the 6x17 back. And then talking about 6x17, I mean the ultimate dream really is to have a dedicated 6x17 back camera, and just using that as a dedicated camera rather than having a back from my Intrepid. So I'd have the 4x5 Intrepid plus a dedicated 6x17 camera, but they're quite pricey, and whether that'll be a this year purchase or not is I don't know yet, so we'll see. The other thing for this year is that I now have a Pentax spot meter. I've got the analog one, so I'm coming away from using my phone as a light meter. So I'll end up using the Pentax more often than not, especially when I'm shooting 4x5. But say I'm doing a run and gun sort of city style shoot with the Mamiya C3, where sometimes it's just a quick get a light meter reading and then take the shot and move on. I will probably still use my phone in that situation, because it is just so easy to take it out, take a shot, away you go. So that's one thing that I is going to change on the channel, I suppose. The other thing, just talking about the channel really, is that I'd like to try and put up one video a week. That's going to be the goal. It is quite difficult because, like I said before in a previous video, I work full time. I have quite a demanding job. So Monday to Friday I work full time, sometimes on the weekends as well. I've got a fairly young family as well, so obviously there's a lot of kids clubs and all that sort of stuff goes on as well. And it's just general home life, trying to find time to fit it all in. At the moment, obviously it's winter, it's just after Christmas, so it's fairly dark. You haven't got a lot of obviously daylight, basically, so it's dark in the morning, it's dark at night when you come home from work. So it can be quite difficult then to fit in time to actually shoot, go out and take photos, let alone making a video and bits and pieces. And I'm keen not to make too many videos when I'm just sat in a studio like I am now, just rabbiting on to you guys. So I'm keen to make majority of my videos sort of outside, actually taking photos and bits and pieces. So that's the goal. Whether it's achievable or not is going to be a different matter, but I need to try and fit that in. And if the channel's going to grow, because that's the ultimate aim is to grow the channel, obviously produce better content and just grow it from there really. So, and the other thing is I want to I'm not an out and out video producer, a million miles away from that. So the goal would be to really improve my skills when it comes to editing videos and putting them together in bits and pieces. So that will definitely be a goal for this year, is to try and improve the quality of the videos and obviously the content that I'm putting out. So that'll be another one. And then I guess the last thing really that I want to just say is that I'm going to try and do some trips. We planning one for October this year, which will be an absolutely amazing trip. If we go on it, which we should be doing, it's booked in, so there isn't really any reason why we won't do. But you never know, with COVID still in the world and all this sort of thing, you never know what madness is around the corner. But at the moment, towards the end of the year, we've got an amazing trip planned. I'm not going to say where we're going just yet, but that'll be a surprise video that comes out actually, you know, when we're there. I'll look to put as many videos out as I possibly can do on that trip, as well as respecting the fact that me and my partner are going to be there, so I can't be filming all the time. So that's that, and then there'll be some trips around the UK and bits and pieces. So yeah, looking forward to this year, and looking forward to getting out the camera really and trying a lot more. I'm going to try and add a couple of cameras to my collection. I'd like a smaller rangefinder style camera, medium format, so I'm looking at the Besser R. I just can't justify getting a Leica. It's just way too much money. Perhaps in a few years' time, then maybe, but at this moment in time, I just cannot justify the cost of going for a Leica. So I am looking at alternatives like the Besser as an alternative. So yeah, so that you might see that make an appearance at some point. Like I've said before in a previous video, my Mamiya C3. That was dropped, unfortunately. It's taken some damage. It still works fine. The light seals are gone, so it needs new light seals doing. So I will do the light seals, but it's just looking a little bit knackered now. What I find is when you load the film as well, sometimes it doesn't zero itself, so you end up having to faff around trying to get the camera to zero on the shot counter. So it's just, you know, it's playing up, and it probably needs to be retired. So there may be an upgrade there to the Mamiya C330 Pro one, so that might be an option there. And also the other thing is that I'd like to get a couple more lenses for that. At the moment I've got the 55. I'd probably like to get the 80 and the 105 possibly, but I'll have a look to see what other lenses are available for that, because I really do enjoy shooting that Mamiya C3 and that format, just that style. I love it as a street camera. Like I said in the Bristol video, it's absolutely brilliant for that environment. Even without a light meter, you can still get out, like I say, get the phone out, get a quick light meter reading, take a shot. What I find is in most occasions anyway, once you've taken a light meter reading, you know, generally that will be good for a few shots, and then you can check it again, so you don't have to check it every single shot if you do need that speed of just getting quickly taking a shot and moving on. So yeah, so there'll be some lenses for that as well, is what I'm hoping, and like I say, to retire the actual C3 and to upgrade that camera to one that's not not been dropped on the floor, hopefully. So that's the goals really. So yeah, so like I say, it's just a short video really, just to sort of set out what I'm looking to do this time round. This is more probably a reference for me, just to sort of, so I can look back at this at the end of the year and sort of go through and tick off what I've managed to achieve and what I haven't managed to achieve. So yeah, so for now, like I say, I hope you're enjoying the content I'm putting out. Hope you're enjoying the videos. A like to this video and the other videos would be great. And a subscription to the channel would be even better. It really helps me out and helps me grow the channel, because to be honest, I'm just enjoying putting videos out. There's nothing more. It's just an enjoyment of putting it out. It's you know, I'm not looking to get to a magic figure of subscribers and all this sort of thing. Obviously it's great when people subscribe, and I really like it, because it means that people are obviously enjoying the content and watching the channel, and that you know, brings me a lot of joy, to be fair. But I just enjoy making the videos, and for me that's what it's about. So yeah, so like I say, I'm hoping you're enjoying the content, and I'll see you in the next one. But for now, I'll see you again.